I'm here. I don't know what happened to me. This phone that I use to do my lives is very finicky, apparently. So let me just update my link. Hopefully you guys will find me again. It's very aggravating, and I'm so sorry about that. I don't know what I need to do, but it just turns off on its own. But I have it reset back up. So let's see if I can find my video too. Hopefully y'all can find me. Let me see. Hold on. I apologize, but I'm here. Oh, goodness. I see some of you are back, so I appreciate that. I'm sorry. So anyways, I just used Mod Podge on this. Let me just dry this while I try to find my video. Sorry about that. Here we go. All right. Hi, Sandra. So yeah, they came back tonight for about an hour. So I'm hoping that, and they also brought some people with them, I saw. You might need to close Facebook and come back in. I don't seem to be freezing on my computer over here, Marcia. Hi, Tammy. So if I'm freezing for you, I think it may be possibly on your end. I think that's the side that I did. Okay, so I'm just going to lay my napkin down. And I'm going to try and straighten out that wrinkle that I have right here. And then I'm just going to take I just have this little mini Cricut heat press. And I'm going to press it a little bit at a time to try and get that wrinkle out. All the way over the entire thing. So this way, I don't get any of those normal wrinkles in my napkin like you do whenever you do wet decoupage. Hi, Patty. Hey, Mom. Hi, Pat. Welcome. And then I'm going to go over the edge here too, okay? Because I did put Mod Podge on the edge. I think this is the side that I did it on. I'm not going to do the bottom part with Mod Podge, but I do want the top to be finished looking, okay? You could even go around the back if you wanted to, and around the sides, whatever you want to do. Up to you, obviously. Okay. Just make sure that that's good and glued on. So now I have that going for me. Let me see. I think this one will work. So I'm just going to use my sanding block, and I'm going to go around the edges, and I'm going to lightly sand. This one is a 220 grit, okay? I don't want to use a real big grit, like a lower grit, because it'll be too rough, and it'll tear your paper, okay? So you want to use like a nail file or something that's not a real low grit, okay? But a nail file works great for like real small edges, or you can also use a lighter and just light it with a lighter, and then it'll just burn off the edges and it'll leave your project good. Yeah, I saw it coming through a minute ago. I'll have to go look at it. Yeah, I'll check it out. So anyway, yeah, my buyers came back tonight. They were here about an hour. So hopefully they were telling themselves how much they love this property and how they want to counter with a great counter. We'll see. Yeah, this one is pretty, right? I got it, I think, at Hobby Lobby. Okay. So now we're going to use this note to self transfer. And by the way, these nails are working out great. I did end up trimming them last night this morning, because yesterday I was packing orders. My thumbnail popped off, and I was thinking, I've got to get rid of these. I did break down and start a new jar of surface wax, because that other one was so dry and at the very end of life that I don't think it was going to make it to April, and it was going to not help me with my projects either. So I was hoping I could get it to go to April, but that's all right. So anyway, yeah, I'm hoping that they decided today that they love this house so much that they have to have it. Okay. Oh. Well, yeah, they came over for about an hour this afternoon. So we'll see about how that turns out. All right, now I am going to fuzz this really well. Okay, let me get my fuzzing cloth out of here. And so I did wax, okay? It's very waxed. Now, you don't want to go crazy with wax and go overboard, okay? But you do want to protect the surface because you don't want this transfer to rip it up, okay? So I'm going to take that and I'm just going to fuzz it several times. And this one's brand new, so I want to make sure. Thank you so much, Sue. I'm doing the same over here and hoping that I found the ones. But they did bring some people with them tonight, so I thought that was a good sign. And then they did stay for a little while talking in the driveway, so I'm hoping that they were just saying, you know, we have to have this house and we love it and we're obsessed with it, you know? Okay, so I have something here in my silk screen. I don't know what it is, but I'm not able to grab it with my tweezers, so we're gonna have to go for it and see what happens. It doesn't look like it's over the edge though, so hopefully it's not. I don't know, we'll see. All right, so now I have my top there, so I'm gonna put this to as high as I can on here because it is gonna have to sit in this base. And I don't want that to cut off part of the design, okay? Now, if I can get this drawer to close, that will be a miracle. They brought other people with them to come look at the house. So there was two completely different cars than what they came in the other day whenever they came to look. So that was sort of interesting. And then they stood in the driveway for a while talking before they left. And so I'm just hoping that they weren't just generally visiting and they were actually talking about the house. I don't know. Okay, so this is just plain white paste. Okay, I'm just getting a little, this is kind of runny, so hopefully it's not too runny. But I just got a very tiny bit on my squeegee so that I can add more if I need to. Because it is really, really runny, it feels like. So the new formula is great, but sometimes it's a little bit drippy, so you want to make sure that you don't go in with too much and then have it leak under your transfer, okay? So let me put that over there. All right. Oh man. Okay, so let me show you how this turned out because my G pulled up. Oof, I don't know how I would even fix that either. Let me see. Hold on. If I can find a piece of this, that piece of the napkin and see if maybe I can just fix it. I don't know if I'll be able to or not, but maybe. Oh, I see right there. I don't know about that, what we could do here. Interesting. Let's see. Alright, so I want to dry it really well, and then I'm going to try and patch this little area that pulled up. It's kind of interesting that it pulled up exactly in the G. Oh. Good idea, Sandra. Let me see if I can do a little surgery here. It's very stuck on. So this is why it's important to fuzz a lot. And also make sure that you wax plenty whenever you use a napkin. Oh gosh. Yeah, that's not going to happen. All right, so let me see if I can do some miracle work here. I don't know about this. Let me see. Oh, it's right there. I don't see it repeating either. Darn it. Alright, y'all. I don't know what to say about that. Hold on, I'm just looking to see if I can match it. And it looked like it was right here, but it's not, in fact. But I'm wondering, let me see. Very stuck on here. So this is also going to be, now hopefully whenever I go to wash this, I can get it wet and that napkin will come off with the board eraser and some water. But that's going to be a dangerous game that I'll be playing later. And hopefully I didn't just ruin that transfer. Let me see. Alright, I'm going to try and see if I can't patch this in here. I don't know if this is going to work or not. I might end up having to just redo this whole thing. But I'm going to try this first. So let us see, where's my little, here we go. All right, so now I'm just taking this and kind of etching it around. I think it might be too high there. Jeez. Seeing if I can't get it to stick to the let me see. Here we go. Okay, so let me see where the inside of that cheek goes. All right. All right, now this is not perfect. Well, probably, definitely first things first, use your surface wax because it's got a major purpose, okay? And your fuzzing cloth. Now, I kind of patched that in there and it's sort of hard to tell, okay? Now, it's not perfect by any means, okay? Yeah, and you definitely could just go right back over it and do it one more again. Yeah, and I mean, honestly, you could just literally put another layer down. I would probably sand it a little bit, try and get some of this napkin off, because whenever you go back over it with Mod Podge, it's going to get it wet, and then it's going to start to wrinkle, okay? Well, I'm sorry that I messed that up, honestly. It's really disheartening to me whenever I do things like that, because I don't have a lot of faith in my craft skills. So then whenever I screw stuff up, then it just confirms that, hey, I have no idea what I'm doing. So, oh, really? She redid the whole thing? Yeah, so I regularly will redo projects and just pretend like nothing happened. Excuse me. All right, so I am going to use making myself a little bow here out of just a single piece of jute. I love doing these little silly bows. And I'm just going to use some super glue to attach it. I did turn on my glue gun, but it's going to take a minute. So let me just figure out where I want to put that. Yeah, I for sure am my worst critic. Thank you, Marsha. I appreciate that. I love you guys. I appreciate the support. But it just goes to show that anybody can do this, anybody can screw it up, and anybody can fix a mess up, okay? So if you feel like you messed it up, you didn't, and other people probably won't even notice that it's not as perfect as what your brain tells you it should be, okay? All right, now I'm hoping I can make this thing stick on here. Probably not, but I did turn on my glue gun, so we'll use that instead. Anyway, so I broke my nail off last night on a package that I was trying to get a box down, and it just, like, my thumbnail went flying across the room. So I trimmed them down today, which has helped tremendously. And it helps me type, because I do type all day long. But I do like these nails. I got them from Glamnetic. Now, it is just regular super glue nail glue, and it's not the best, okay? I mean, I have popped off multiples, but I think that's because they were so darn long. So I trimmed them earlier, and I'm hoping that that will help hold them for a little bit longer. You know, I don't need them to look perfect, but I'm sick and tired of painting my nails so much. It is very annoying. So I actually have some Color Street too that I've been using. So I've been switching between Polish and Color Street, and I'm just flat out tired, okay? And I don't like my nails looking bad, but I also am sick and darn tired of using nail polish. So, plus I don't want to go to the nail salon. Yeah, and they're so much more easy to mess with. I never have long nails, and so even like when I go get them done, I don't get them long. And once they start to grow out, I go back and have them refilled and trimmed down. So I'm just not a long nail kind of girl. Okay, that's better. Now, I think this turned out pretty cute. I was a little bit worried about this background being too busy, but it's really not. You can still read that easily, okay? And now, and this is kind of tight, okay? So it's probably going to tear that napkin down there. It might. But just don't worry about it, okay? Look how cute that turned out. So, and you can't even tell that there's a little bit of a screw up there. So, anywho, okay, Marsha, I will do that. I'll look into it. So, even you can fix your mess up, okay? That's all that goes to show. You can comment the word proud to get all the stuff to make this tonight. And I appreciate y'all. Thank you for the support. Thank you for believing in me, even when I screw stuff up, okay? I love you all. I hope you have a wonderful night. See ya.